morning. I wanted to share a quick video this morning to show you how I organize my photos for scrapbooking. So this shows my 2015 little cheat sheet that I use in 2016. What I do each year is I start off, of course, with the year and then the month. And then as I have events that I'm scrapbooking or photographing, I put the date, so the 3rd of January 2015, with a subject for it. And then I just kind of keep track of that with my photos. That helps me not miss something as I'm scrapbooking. And then I kind of make some other notes. As you can tell, it's definitely a working sheet. So as things happen or as I add events, I just pencil them in. As I finish an event, I just line through it. So I know I've already scrapbooked it and it's good to go. So as you can see for 2015, it's almost done. A lot of the things have been lined through. And then as I'm printing photos, I make a note next to it that they've been printed so that I don't accidentally print them again in between printing them the first time and actually getting them scrapbooked. So that's how I kind of organize it for my own thoughts, and as I go, I'll update throughout the year and reprint this page as I finish things, and of course as events have been added, but it just helps keep me organized. From there, as I'm printing them, what I do is I take some 3.5 by 4.5 cards, and as I go to order and print, I'll write down the name of the event as well as the date. So here would be an example of a set of photos. As I'm ordering it, I'll write the date, the name that I've kind of dubbed that event, and the number of photos. And that way when my big order of pictures comes in, I know how many photos I'm looking for in that stack so that I put them together. Once I have them together in their little grouping, then I actually file them away in my medium organizer. Let me pull this back up so you can kind of see it better. So my medium organizer, of course, holds tons of photos, and then I just have gone through and separated them using these little divider cards. As you can tell here, I didn't have the numbers next to these, which is where I found it very confusing because I'd ordered so many photos. So that's where I got smart and started adding the number of photos next to it so that when the big order came in of pictures, I was able to then sort through and know how many photos I still needed to fill in. From there, in my medium organizer, I also added a page protector that I cut down, and that's to hold my larger photos, my 5x7s, 8x10s, any of those photos. That just gives me a better spot to hold them so that as I'm looking through and scrapbooking, I can grab the bigger photos out. And that's another place, these little cards, you can make annotations if you had like a larger 5x7 or anything like that. You could annotate it on there so that when you pull those photos out to scrapbook, you'll know to look up top to grab the larger photo. From there, as I'm scrapbooking, I'm finishing layouts. I actually use a 3-ring binder album to hold my finished layouts until I'm ready to publish them into an album. But then to keep track after a while, you'll forget where you're at, I add little sticky notes on empty page protectors to let me know what pages are going where, so that when I finish a page, it's easy to find the place that it goes and I can just pop it into the spot. And that way it just, again, keeps me organized and on track. So that is my quick little system for how I keep track of all of my photos and how I stay organized when I'm scrapbooking. Thank you.